Hey everyone, I am Lilly and I'm a detox guide and intuitive coach. And in today's video, I want to discuss the silent killer. Before it used to be stress, it's still a killer, but another killer that we are dealing with and we cannot ignore anymore, it's the toxic overload. And this is alarming because on a daily basis, people have to deal to over 700,000 toxins per day. Over 700 toxins per day. This is alarming. This is absolutely alarming. That's why the toxic overload, it's a silent threat, a silent killer. Of course, accumulated with the stress, it creates havoc in the body and havoc on our own gut. So the toxins that we are exposed are from the water, from the food that we eat. I mean, even if the food is organic, let's say it's organic, it's grown without pesticides and in good soil with good water, there is pollution in the air. There is a lot of pollution that end up on your food. When the food is being transported, it's still being sprayed or even waxed with some things that are not even natural because they need to stay on the shelf for a long period of time, otherwise they lose this. So of course it's non-profitable and they are still poisonous. Okay, so our foods are still full of toxins. And it's really important these days to know where the food is coming from. It's very important to do your homework and eat as much as organic as possible. Check out your farmers markets. Get in touch with people that grow food. The place where I live, they bring fresh produce and fresh vegetables and fruits from a farm that is biodynamic in California, and I buy from them. So I know some of the food. There is an orchard, a farm also around, and then during the summer, I go and pick my own vegetables and fruits. And so you gotta do your homework. I know these days it's hard and financially, and we are stressed so much, but you gotta do your homework and you have to do the best that you can with the resources that you have in hand. So food, it's one of the main sources of nutrition, of course, but the water is important. Okay, faucet water, it's tap water contains a lot of toxins, pesticides. Even they found medication, in the water. So what we do, we travel like every couple 3 months. We travel and we get our own water in large containers from a spring and a good source. So it's important because these days you gotta do the best that you can. You really have to do your homework. Then you really need to address your emotions because, as I mentioned, stress is a killer. So you gotta do whatever it takes to address those emotions. I just got off the call because I do monthly calls with my people in my programs. And somebody asked me, Lily, do you actually work one-on-one? I said, yes, I do have. I've been working for more than 20 years. And usually people that I work with men, but most of them are women that hide emotions, their emotions, especially anger, the emotion of anger, they hide, they suppress it, or they repress it, or they do not express it. It's unexpressed or suppressed anger or frustration, and those emotions end up in the liver, creating more toxicity of the liver. So our foods create a lot of like fatty liver, and if you've seen a liver with a lot of fat around, it's because of the processed foods and the bad fats that we are eating. Fats are great if they are good fats, but if they're bad fats, like from the processed foods, they will end up overwhelming your liver. So the body becomes toxic. So remember, we have more than 700,000 toxins per day. And those toxins, as I mentioned, end up in the liver, in the kidneys, even in your lungs, everywhere in your body. Heavy metals, cadmium, lead, aluminum, mercury, these are bad. They interfere with your hormones. They end up in the liver. Liver cannot process them because liver is the main organ of detoxification. If the liver is overburdened, it's toxic and fatty from the foods that we eat and the toxins that we pollute our body with, then the liver says no more. So the liver cannot detox. So what's happening, all the toxins like we mentioned, heavy metals, or other toxins like glyphosate or plastic or pesticides, insecticides, they will start recirculating in the body, and then they start creating havoc in the gut and in the kidneys and in the brain and so on. So liver is number one organ of detoxification. Then you have to address parasitic infections, and we have to clean the gut. I have the PRETOX guidelines in some video. I would really suggest that you print them out and start PRETOXing. Start small steps, baby steps. Because all this toxin that we are being bombarded with on a daily basis create this accumulation of toxin, which is the toxic overload, that is the one that is it's killing us basically. If you notice, a lot of people, if you didn't see them in a couple of years or so, they are so old overnight because there's so much stress, and then there's a lot of toxins that are needed to be processed. And again, number one, it's you have to detox your liver from the emotional standpoint, because any healing starts with emotions. And if you open up and release emotions, half of the healing is being done, is being addressed, which is amazing. I do that actually for more than 20 years, as I mentioned, mostly with women, because they hold so much emotions from a trauma that happened in the past, mostly in childhood, and they are not even aware of that. So intuitively what I do, I go on a journey with them, and I pinpoint a moment in time that they were hit with some trauma, and then the moment they release and they remember it, or even if they don't remember, they kind of like have an idea, because a lot of emotions are suppressed, they're blocked, because a lot of people, just dealing with emotions, with some of the people have really, strong issues, like really heavy trauma. And what they do, they just like block it. But when blocking the trauma, it will add more and more and more and more accumulation of toxic load, emotional load, and they pollute our body, our mind, our spirit. So the moment we go deep into that particular moment in time and we surface the trauma in a very safe setting, I'm there to support, then there's crying, there is emotional surfacing, there is releasing, there's healing, there is a lot of work. Because if we keep that emotion suppressed, it will end up mostly in the liver, kidneys, and other organs, or heart, and it damages, and accumulated with the physical toxins that we have from pesticides, insecticides, glyphosate. By the way, glyphosate is in our food, and it really destroys the gut, the microbiome, the good bacteria. It behaves basically like a antibiotic, and it's everywhere. A lot of people are poisoned. Probably 90% of the population is poisoned with the glyphosate. And it accumulates with the plastic that is in our food, in our water, and so on. So they find this micro plastic in the body, in the blood. It's crazy what's happening, absolutely crazy. So basically, we really need to detox. We need to detox our emotions, and we need to detox our bodies. We need to detox spiritually. We need to detox mentally. We need detoxification, because this toxic overload is the silent killer. It is a silent killer. Our bodies are supposed to detox daily. Our livers are supposed to detox. We are made by God to detox our bodies, but the problem is 700,000 toxins every single day. It is absolutely crazy. So liver number one, and I'm going to put some resources underneath this video. Liver, I have another video about how to detox your liver. Also, I have a course that goes in depth with classes, with meditations, with emotions, with everything. about detoxing the liver, and then we are moving into parasitic infections. So I'm going to have another video underneath this one about how to cleanse parasitic infections. How to cleanse biofilm. I'm going to put a note. How to cleanse biofilm. Also, this is very important, and I got this question actually asked a lot, because biofilm is the house where the parasitic infections and all these toxins reside. So once we break that biofilm, we release the toxins, safely and fast, efficiently. Then I have the 5-day detox challenge that I strongly suggest everyone, because it makes a strong connection and a relationship with foods, the foods that we are supposed to eat. But let's face it, it's crazy. People out there eat a lot of unhealthy food. Like going out, I very rarely eat out. And when I eat out, I make sure that I detox the next day. I need to know where my food is coming from. It's hard. It's not easily. I'm probably not gonna know. But I need to have a good toothpaste without toxins and chemicals. I need to know that my shampoo or my soap, it's without, because everything counts, absolutely everything. If we go out, we inhale those toxins. When I cleanse my body, when I released, the first year when I released substances, and I'm talking about, excreting, I did a lot of enemas and I did a lot of other methods, and it smelled like gasoline. It looked like gasoline. My liver was so fatty. It's crazy what's coming out of us. We really need to detox. I have this detox program. I have two detox. I mean, the entire thing you can find on my YouTube channel. I have a lot of information. I'm going to put resources and videos underneath this one. But I have a 5-day detox challenge that it's going to take you onto another level on with relationship with foods and smoothies. This is number one. Not only that, but we are addressing also emotions. We are also address PRETOXing. It's very important. Then I have another program that addresses the liver first and then parasitic infections next. And that's when, because I've done my detoxification, and that's what I noticed, like parasites, heavy metals. I got rid of heavy metals after I detoxed parasitic infections. Fatty liver. People in our course, actually, they just mentioned that she went to the doctor and the doctor said, you don't have the fatty liver anymore. She went through the liver detox course. It's absolutely incredible. We are bombarded by toxins. If you wake up in the morning and you are tired, it might be the toxins not only in the food or water or in the air, but it might be the 5G, the EMFs. A lot of people are having issues like sleeping issues. They wake up tired. Their skin infections, parasitic infections, gut problems, leaky gut, lack of nutrients and vitamins, feeling tired all the time, issues, all kinds of issues, the skin pain, joint pain, you name it. Okay, so that's another issue, is like food, air, our products, laundry detergents, soap, toothpaste. Okay, and the electromagnetic frequencies. For the electromagnetic frequencies, what I do, I have my ORGONE. This is my ORGONE. It's my pendant. I don't wear it because I'm having the microphone here and interferes, but we are being bombarded by electromagnetic frequencies and the 5Gs, and everybody is tired. The frequencies will interact with our microbiome. It multiplies and increases the bad bacteria and the parasitic infections. So it's coming from our phones, from the Wi-Fi, from the power lines, it's coming from our smart meters. It is absolutely crazy. I have ORGONE on my smart meter. I wear ORGONE. I have it by my bed. I have it by my router. Make sure that you are not using Bluetooth a lot. Use headphones. I forgot to put my headphones today. Use headphones. Just do whatever you can. Drink plenty of water, eat the good food, drink your smoothies, cleanse your liver on a regular basis. Cleanse parasitic infections, that's very important. Pre-tox your body. Eat salt, Celtic salt, a little bit with water, hydrate. This is very important. Wear ORGONE. I'm going to put another link. Let me just write about my ORGONE. Okay. Stay safe out there. De-stress yourself. Less news, more sweating, more exercise, more being in the nature, laughter, socializing, meditation, prayer. Very, very important. All right, I'm Lily, and as I mentioned, I'm an intuitive guide and a detox coach. And I'm going to put links below of all these videos and sources, resources that I mentioned. Stay happy and stay healthy and detox your body on a daily basis. Cheers to your health and see you in the next one. Bye.